version coming out with you. So we're going to jump in here to our 7-round mock draft. You'll see the commanders there at 7, high speed, low drag, careful positional value, and drafting for needs both relatively high. There is a little bit of randomness because, hey, it's a draft. Weird things happen all the time. So we're going to go ahead now. I want to start the draft because I really want to see what we want to do once we get there. So first off, we'll see who all went. So first off, you have Jeremiah Love gone. You have Ruben Bain gone. Styles is gone. Reese is gone. And Mahoga coming up out of Miami is also gone. So you get to the 7th spot here. You could go wide receiver. I think Chad Surratt's going to be there for you. Just Surratt. I keep calling Chad Surratt from the Vikings wide linebacker back to the Elijah Surratt's going to be there. But it stands right now, David Bailey would be some fun. Caleb Downs would be a good pickup here. Also, Carnell Tate. Now, Caleb Downs, to me, is the best. And I'm not even just saying this for emphasis. He is the best player in this draft. I don't care what anybody says. The dude's just an absolute stud. And, I mean, the dude is Kyle Hamilton, but better. That's literally what we're looking at. So, as a Vikings fan, I can tell you that you want to avoid mistakes in this particular scenario. Caleb Downs just sitting there at 7. I think you absolutely dance this card up to the podium and you go from there. Now, the other guy you could go with here is Carnell Tate, but I don't know. Personally, if you trade down, what are you going to get back maybe in the second or whatever? But I think Caleb Downs. So down there, going to just absolutely transform the back end of your defense, and then you're back into day 2 where things get interesting. So now you're back at 71. Elijah Surratt's there. Part of me wants to trade down. So who wants to trade? So the Bucks want to trade. Who else wants to trade? Ooh, the Jaguars. Ooh, I am going to take a lot here. So 81, we're going down 10 spots. You got to give me 3-6. I'll go 3-6. If you'll give me the last pick of the 3rd round at a 6, one more for good measure. No. Last pick of the 3rd round. Fine, I'll go 7. Last pick of the 3rd round at a 7. So we're getting, boom, cool. All right, so we're back. 10 picks later, we got an extra 3rd round pick out of it. Deion Burks is there. So wide receiver is still on the board. Safety's good to go. Chandler Rivers. But Burks is there, and honestly, Burks is a lot of fun. I'll go with Burks here, and then back at 100. Logan Jones is there, wide receiver D-line. Jonah Coleman's a lot of fun. Did you guys see his press conference? He's hilarious. He's like, I'm only worth 2, but your quarterback's worth 40. Like, dude's hilarious. I think he's going to be really good. So we'll go Jonah Coleman. So then 147, 187. And then let's see here. Because we got running back. Let's see where I pick. So we got running back, wide receiver, and safety. D-line, who's BPA? Ooh. So Nadam Tucker is actually really interesting. 6'3", 350 or 250. How we doing on D-line? D-line. So Brevard is my one of my draft crushes this year. I honestly think, you could get him in the 6. I think he'll be there at $187. So I think you can, or 209 for that matter. So I think you can kind of just let things go here. So if that's the case, I'm going to go Tucker here. I know Edge isn't the biggest, but he's just such tremendous value. And then we're back here. D-line. And then Cole Brevard's there. I think he'll be there I really do. So BPA, Jamari Taylor. When Heineke's there. So Cole Wisniewski, I know that he's marked down as a safety, but he's such a big dude. I honestly think he could give you so much more, just in terms of talent wise. So we're gonna go back here. D line. Okay. Skylar Gill Howard's still there. Nick Barrett. 32. We'll be back here. BPA, Golden. I like it. Defensive tackle. That's the only thing I'm regretting. Maybe I should have went in a different direction there. But other than that, I'm actually really liking this draft. Jane Kennedy. And then we'll go back to D tackle. Oh, Barrett's there. Perfect. Cool. All right, so we got D tackle. A little bit later than we like, but we got it. So first off, they took Caleb Downs. He gave us a B plus. You wanted us to go David Bailey. That's what you wanted? Okay. So Leon Burks there, Jonah Coleman. Then we got Ndambe Tucker coming up out of Western Michigan. Dude's an absolute stud. Overall, they gave us an A because we got Wisniewski, Barrett there later on. So overall, we crossed off most of the boxes. The one thing I did say is I would like to see a little bit more D tackle taken care of there, but we got good depth. We got Burks and Coleman who are going to be absolute studs, and you got the best player in the draft in Caleb Downs. There, I said it. So overall, not a bad draft.